Hey, folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's intraday analysis video, brought to you by the creators of proprietary price, pattern, and time methodology. Learn the PPT strategies and profit for life. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. All right, let's get into the action today on this Wednesday, September 17th, Fed Day. The Fed has just released their policy statement. They have kept their verbiage the same as was implied yesterday, and that's why we rallied yesterday. And sure enough, you can see initially the markets had a sharp sell on the announcement and then have reflex bounced back higher. We're now actually into the highs of the day. If you look at the fourth candle on the 10-minute chart of the SPY, which mirrors the S&P 500, we were literally right here. Look at where we're currently trading. So you're seeing a little bit of resistance being run into at this point. Markets again now are waiting for the press conference to begin with Janet Yellen, where questions will be asked. And again, very interesting to hear what she has to say. My guess is the market will stay in this range until we hear from her. Then it may go higher or it may go lower. All right, that's what we're waiting to find out, and I think, again, so far the markets are a little bit of a relief push up here as the verbiage stayed the same. Now we need to hear what she says to see if we're going to go higher or lower. All right, so that's what we have going on here, guys. Again, on the SPY, the S&P 500 tracking ETF, a couple good trades out there today, actually a lot of good trades. One of these swing trade alerts I gave to the research center, look at this, guys. This was NUS. I bought this at 41.56. That was this morning. It's already at 43.25. If you were a Research Center member, this was a layup. Absolute layup given to you. And look at the move we have on this NUS. Literally almost a $2 move already in one day. And again, swing trade alerts, that's where you're going to go. You want swing trade alerts like this? Go to the Research Center, folks. The Research Center is where it's at. It is a no-brainer, in my opinion. I don't know how anyone could live without it, to be honest. It is where it's all at. That's where you want to be. That's where you want to profit. All right, bottom line is that was a great trade. Another thing here that I want to point out to you, a couple other signals out there that I like. The SGG, take a look at this, guys. Now, there's not a lot of volume on this because it's an ETF that tracks sugar and it's just not popular, but look at this potential bottoming tail on this and look at the oversold nature. I'm a big fan of this. Love this reversal today. Again, got to look for this to trade higher into the 20 moving average over the coming days. That's all the way up at 45 and change. So again, look for that to continue its masterful kind of movement. And I am going to be following this like a hawk in the coming days, looking for that move up. Couple other stocks out there. JP Morgan Chase jumping higher here. Beautiful move there. Goldman Sachs up $1.40. These are the daily charts, folks. And again, Goldman Sachs continues to move up. Let's go back to the intraday chart. I want to show you a couple things. You can see the move up on Goldman here on an intraday 10-minute chart basis. All right, one stock that I just actually sold the options on. I had calls and I just got rid of them for about a $750 gain or so. And just on Cena here, which again, my idea today was that it's really not going to sell off because of the Alibaba IPO. Honestly, it probably goes even higher, but I just took a nice chunk of change off of this. I played some options earlier today, various options plays with this intraday stock chat, and made quite a bit of money as well. So again, they were here for the taking. If you're a Research Center member, you got the swing trades. If you're a intraday stock chat, you got awesome trades as well, including a couple swing trades in there. A couple other things. The dollar is spiking higher here today. Look at the dollar. Actually, it's coming back in, which is kind of interesting. Big pop on the Federal Reserve note, and then a pullback here. This is affecting gold. Take a look at gold, guys. Gold was sharply selling off, and as the dollar's falling back, gold is beginning to move up. Silver, take a look at silver, guys. Silver, same thing, has bounced back pretty nicely here as well. So we'll keep an eye on that very, very closely. All right, spiders look like they're at new highs of the day here. Yep, just made a new high. Actually, we just hit a resistance line right here. Look at this little pivot right here, and then this is your next spot. So your current resistance is this 201.25 area. We just tagged it. Second resistance will be 201.25 first resistance. Second resistance up here at 201.50. Those are your key levels, all right, guys? So watch those very closely. There should be some good opportunities and some good pivot points right there. U.S. Steel today. I shorted this pre-market. Was a great short. I already took my money on this. Took about $1,400 profit. And again, look at the fall here as it's come in. This was even higher pre-market, and it was just a beautiful fall. No-brainer. Why do I know this was a no-brainer? I mean, how did I know this was going to be a great trading setup? Let me just show you guys here. I think this is awesome. Go to your daily chart. I mean, look at the daily chart. So this pivot low was at $22.75. Since then, even before today's gap up, it was already doubled. It had already doubled. Today, it gapped up to 46. I mean, you're telling me that really just because of an upgrade, the stock's already up over 100% and it's going to go higher? It's not going higher. Come on, that's ridiculous. So sure enough, we are seeing it come back in here very, very quickly, and we'll continue to watch and see how this plays out. But I think this is probably a short-term top on U.S. Steel. All right, and again, it looks like the spiders are selling off of that resistance. Let's go back to the intraday. There's so much going on here right now, guys. And again, I just got out of a couple trades, so I can do this video, but you can see a quick pullback here. Very, very intriguing here, I have to say. So we're watching this again very closely, and I'm curious when Janet Yellen starts to talk. Will the market start selling, or will we see a rally higher? Generally, the markets rally higher on her commentary, but you just don't know. I mean, anything can happen. Right now, the S&P up about 72 cents. Let's take a look at Apple here. How's Apple pulling? And that's the SPY up 72 cents. S&P's up 7 points. All right, usually it's 10 cents for every point. 10 cents on the SPY for every point on the S&P. All right, Apple's up about 60 cents today. Nice move there. If we take a look at the QQQ, which is the NASDAQ, beautiful move up on the QQQ. Where's resistance on this? Right here. That's your resistance point, and right here. So this area right in here is going to be your big resistance. If we get up there, that's where you're going to look for a pullback. And then after that, you have a little bit of a pivot here and right here. All right, those are your key levels for the rest of the day here on the intraday chart of the SPY. On the Qs, the QQQ. What else do we have here? Let me just kind of continue to scan through. What else have I traded today? Let me just go to my intraday. We traded a few times SKX. I had 2 winners on this and 1 loser in the intraday session as it was collapsing today. There were great scalpable levels here on the way down, and look at this bounce that it has seen since the low pivot. The low pivot was at 56.89. It's now trading at 59.60, almost a $3 bounce off the lows. Tremendous. Just an absolute tremendous bounce there. Take a look at DuPont. Talk of a breakup on DuPont. This one's helping the Dow Jones Industrial Average today since it's a Dow component, and a beautiful move there. Take a look at oil today. Oil, after a good bounce back the last few days, is off the highs just a little bit, but is also just down slightly. So, I mean, overall, you have to think this is probably going to head higher in the short term just based on support. It's establishing itself above the 20 MA on the daily chart. We can even erase this trend line, and most likely it's going to go here. I would say pivot high, resistance right here. That's where it's headed over the next few days, so keep an eye on that. Okay, so that's what we have going on there. Let me see what else we have here, guys. Scanning through. How's Sprint doing? Yep, Sprint continues to consolidate. We caught a chunk of this move to the upside, which was a beauty for the Research Center members here. And by the way, there's a 7-day free trial for Research Center members, so don't be shy. I encourage you to come and get jiggy with our service here. Get the free trial under your belt. Might as well, right? That's the way I look at it. So, makes sense to me. There's a lot of good opportunities there, and why not make some money off of it, the way I look at it anyways. A couple other stocks out there to look at. Let me just go through a couple other charts here. If we look at Baidu today, and again, Alibaba IPO is coming out. Baidu's up $3 and change. That's a nice little move on that stock. Very, very nice. Let's see what else we have here on Amazon. Let's take a look at Amazon. Amazon's still weak on the day. How's Netflix doing? NFLX. Netflix is basically flat, so Netflix, again, is holding the 50 here, but very, very weak showing yesterday and today. Yesterday's nice rally and today's action, so, again, interesting to see that weakness. Let me just go back to the spiders and just see what's going on here. Let's flip back and go back to the intraday charts. Looks like the spiders continue to be pretty strong. Again, pushing above that little resistance trend line after that pullback. And again, next spot is going to be this double top right up here. So that's your next little area of resistance if we get up to that level. Okay? I may short that level, most likely will. The only thing I got to be careful of is the Janet Yellen commentary. So lots going on here, guys. Again, lots of options opportunities, lots of stock opportunities. The trades are here if you're interested in getting these alerts that are literally making you money every single day. And again, just take a look at this. NUS, holy cow, this could hit first target today. NUS is squeezing like a banshee here. All right, first target I gave out was this gap fill right here. Man, oh man, that's a sweet trade. Awesome. All right, again, if you're a member, that alert was given to you a long, long time ago today, just in intraday today. Look at that move. All right, I'm literally up over $2 on this trade already from the alert where my entry was. Sick, sick. All right, I got to get going, guys. There's too much going on here. Come join us here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. Volatility is back. Remember, Janet Yellen speaks shortly. Then we have tomorrow the Scotland referendum on independence. Friday, Alibaba IPO. Action, action, action. Here for the taking. Profits galore. Take care.